Alright, what's up guys? This video is gonna be short, but it is a video about iOS 16. I say 15 because I did a video on 15 last year. But yes, this video is gonna be about iOS 16. And if I do decide to put iPadOS 16 on my iPad mini, then we will get full support for live text. And if I do that, then I will make it a whole separate video. But these are probably my complaints and what I like about iOS 16. Also, this video will probably be filmed in portrait. So yeah, this is landscape, but I'm gonna do a screen recording so it's a little bit easier on me. But yes, I'm gonna do a screen recording. And yeah, we'll see what's up. Alright, so here's iOS 16, and these are probably like, I'm gonna go with my likes first, and then I'll go with my dislikes. And I'll probably do a part 2, and that's Vector in the background. He's mad that I have my foot on his table. Alright, so yeah, I'll probably do a part 2, and it'll be me more of exploring iOS 16. But these are just the so far features that I found to like, and then I'll do some of the things that are just a little bit I just don't really like. But there aren't that many of them. But let's just start out with the lock screen, because they seem to have changed that a lot during this event. So your notifications, they now show up at the bottom rather than the top, so they don't disturb your area. Here's what I don't like, is that you can still like scroll up, and I don't know, this is probably a glitch, but it just messes up with all your widgets, and that is honestly probably a glitch, but that's what I don't like. Alright, so you got all your wallpaper customizations, so you can choose and customize your wallpapers. I don't like the fonts. The fonts for your wallpapers, like, you only have 6, and they kind of look like fonts that you would get from like a third-party source. I mean, this one's a cool, like, they're kind of cool, but I'm not a big fan of them, and I want them to add more fonts in, because I feel like if they add more fonts into this update, then more people will start to like their new design of their fonts better. And I wish there were more options. I wish you could have a little bit more widgets. So I wish widgets, this box, was a little bit bigger, and like I could extend this size of the box, and I could add more widgets, because right now I can only have 3 or 4. If I decrease the weather widget, which I don't really want to, because this is my everyday wallpaper. Alright, so I already said what I didn't like about the wallpapers was the widgets and the numbers. And like, even if you wanted to choose like the thinnest numbers, it's this one. Those are the defaults. And compared to iOS 15, they're just not really that comparable, and they're very thick lines. And yeah, I don't know about the numbers. I do like the fact that you can add custom widgets onto but it's just not my favorite. Alright, another thing. So you can set your wallpapers to custom, like, you can set them for custom things. So this one is set to sleep, and you can customize it even further by editing. Like, you can edit the emojis, or you can you can make the emojis bigger, do this swirly illusion thing. I like this one. But yeah, so this is what's cool, is that you can make you can make wallpapers, and you can change the emoji. So like, if I put a heart in there, then boom, there's a heart in my emoji, in my emoji lock screen. But so that's what I really like. And even if I just wanted to jump in this lock screen, my screen automatically dims, and my sleep focus will turn on, so it knows that I'm sleeping. But what if I just switched it over to driving? Then the driving focus would turn on, and this driving lock screen will turn on. And if I customized it more, these notifications wouldn't show up. So it's very customizable. I feel like Apple, this is a new beginning for Apple's customization um, ideas, because they haven't really been. They've been like how Apple's been feeling lately is it feels like you're just trapped in their iOS system. Like you're just trapped and you're stuck and you can't get out, because I mean, you know what happens when you switch to Android, then you lose all your health data and things like that. And yeah, okay, here's another complaint. So I'm just screen recording, and the iPhone is just getting really hot, and that's probably just because I'm charging it, but I do have optimized charging on. The iPhone just gets really hot even when it's just running through like doing this. And it's probably just because either it's the beta, and it's also just an iPhone 8 Plus. And I feel like this is going to be its last update, because they just cut out the iPhone 6S and the 7 Plus and the 7. So, all right, here's another cool feature. So instead of you having to go all the way over to Bluetooth and click Elias Ramsdale's AirPods and see all this stuff, now you can just, it's so much easier, because now you can just go to the settings app and click this, and it'll show your case charge, your AirPods charge right up top, and you can of course change it with all, like, change noise cancellation and things like that. I mean, of course you can still change it through here, but you can even change it through there. And it just feels like it's an actual dedicated AirPods app, just like Android users have. Now, of course, I don't think you can edit the sound, like how much bass you want to put into your AirPods, but I guess that's a little bit more customizable for Apple to do. All right, here's another cool thing: sound and haptics, y'all. You can set up. You can have keyboard feedback. Okay, guys, you can have keyboard click sounds, but not only that, they finally added haptics to your keyboard. So now, whenever you're having a nice conversation, it feels like you're texting someone with the keyboard haptics. But yes, you have haptics in the keyboard now, so it feels like you're actually clicking a button. And I've tried Androids with this haptic, and it feels nice, and it even feels much better on the iPhone. It feels much better that it's now on the iPhone. So yeah, back to like, does iOS updates affect older iPhones? I don't know. I still can't use the live text. But y'all give me a comment down below if you want me to download 16 on the iPad, and we'll try out the whole video live text thing, because I would love to see and try it out, but I want y'all to let me know if you want me to do that, or if you want to see that coming. Okay, here's another bad review. When you go to add a wallpaper, there aren't that, like, what happened to these cool iOS default wallpapers? Because I just think these wallpapers are sick in there. Alright, see what I mean by like it. Okay, anyway, I think these wallpapers are sick. This one is cool, but like, what happened to like this wallpaper, and like, whenever you turn it into like night mode, the wallpaper shifts to a darker tone. Like, whatever happened to that? I love that wallpaper, and now with iOS, they're just like, you have to go and find all these, which they're just not that good. And I guess they're going to be more customizable when when iOS 16 fully comes out. And now that I'm saying this, guys,
I am going to do a part 2 because it's a little bit early for me to be doing this because it came out it just got announced 5 days ago, or 4 days ago, so it is a little early. I know it's a little bit early, and I will be making a part 2. That's gonna definitely happen. I really want to do it. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this update, and I'm gonna switch it back to the main camera, because the iPhone's getting a little hot, getting a little toasty under my hand, and my hand's a little hot. And I'm just gonna talk about the big change that Apple might be making because it seems very chattable. So yeah, let's switch it over to the big camera.
A couple of other features that I couldn't mention was the fact that you can edit texts. It is enabled, but it actually doesn't really work on the other side because no one really in my household uses 16 betas. It's just only me. So yeah, it's you can edit texts and you can delete them. Now, I'm assuming that it will show that you have edited the text and that you have deleted the text in your text thread. But I feel like that is one thing that came from Android that Apple just wanted to take over. I don't know. I know it's from Discord and third party. Okay, anyway, here we go. Apple has been making a couple of changes. All right, I'm glad to see the whole widget thing on the home screen, or not the home screen, but the lock screen. We've been getting widgets on the home screen in iOS 14, and then now we get them on the lock screen in 16. That's sick. That just hints an always on display. Like, we're gonna get the always on display. I wish we could get it on the, the 14 instead of just all the Pro phones, just getting all the Pro features. But it's gonna be interesting to see the lineup next year or this year for the 14, because we're gonna see that new pill-shaped cutout. We're gonna see maybe an always on display, and we're gonna see maybe instead of the iPhone 14 mini, we're gonna see an iPhone 14 Max, which is like an iPhone 14 that's bigger and it only has 2 cameras instead of 3. But I am excited for next year, and I'm glad that Apple is taking advantage of the iPad Pro M1's chip by putting stages in iOS 16. I'm sad that I didn't get to see 120 ProMotion on the iPad Air this year. Now, iPad mini, it's understandable, but same. Like, it's understandable why iPad mini also didn't get stages. Anyway, here's what I have to say. Apple, they're getting really good at knowing their customers, and maybe, when the next iPad mini launches, it will have ProMotion, because most phones will have ProMotion. I'm also really hoping to see that USB-C iPhone, because I know it's going to happen, because they just put out, in some countries, Apple is being required to put USB-C in their iPhone. Let's go! Apple, they're doing something good, alright? They're going to put out good USB-C cable. They're going to give the iPhone a USB-C cable, and maybe they'll include the charger back in the box. Nah. They have ways that you can recycle. Like I did it during Christmas. I recycled my iPad, and I sent it in, and they recycled it. And they paid me for it. And that's actually how I paid for that's part of the reason how I got the new iPad, was just from recycling my old iPad. I'm saying, if I want to upgrade this year, it'd be like me paying myself. I'd be using Apple's money. They'd be paying me to recycle my iPhone. Look at that. That's good, right? I mean, cheaper product. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Apple they're getting to their fully percent carbon neutral thing, and it's gonna happen by 2030. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope to see y'all soon, and we'll talk about this another time. Let me know if you want me to do that part 2. I will do that part 2 if we want to do it. And yeah, I will be done talking, and yeah, the end. Peace.